and welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy talk o'clock. It's actually Easter Saturday. That is totally a name. It's the Saturday before the Easter Sunday. So, I left off the last vlog on Thursday. And yesterday I was just as planned. I did record Gamers Couch with Daniel and edited it and did some other chores, and then I had some time to actually join the maker meetup on the journal workshops and do some artwork there. So I did some coloring, did my daily sketch, and prepped for the next art day video next week. And I made an art journal page, but you're gonna see that later in the video. What I wanted to start with and why I'm actually filming Saturday where I have no time, but I just quickly wanted to share a story, I had said in the last vlog, and it's also in the title, that I had pre-ordered Mythomorphia by Kirby Roseanne's new coloring book, and it was supposed to be here on Thursday. And then I got an email late last Thursday night saying, oh, it's gonna arrive on Tuesday. So I said, yay, 2 days earlier, awesome. And it's the first time that I got the delivery to be handled by Amazon Logistics, which is pretty new to my area here. So they use local logistics firms instead of like DHL or UPS or whatever, and maybe got some more same-day deliveries going on. So I told my hubby, oh, see, I'm curious how it's gonna go on Tuesday with a new delivery logistics company. I didn't get any time when they would deliver, but I figured, oh, maybe Monday or early Tuesday. I'm gonna learn when I'm supposed to be home and, well, wait for the delivery man to come around. But he misunderstood and thought that today, Saturday, I was actually getting my delivery. So this morning, poor hubby had the alarm clock set for 9:30, which is like totally early for us. But so got us coffee. I heard the alarm clock, woke up with him, did some puzzle work, like he played Marvel Quest, I played Fishdom in bed until he said, so when's your delivery supposed to come? I said, Tuesday. It's like, what? No, it isn't. So confused. He was kind of sad that he could actually have left the alarm clock silent and could have slept in. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here's your coffee to the bed. I'm so sorry that you misunderstood. And then we just got settled back into the blankets and pillows and everything, had our coffee, did check the news, doorbell rings, and I'm like, I don't get any other delivery, so it must be for you. So he had to jump up, put on the pants, and ran to the door. And guess what got delivered? This one. 3 days early, and no time at the house set when the delivery guy should be around. I'm partially complaining here because I don't like to not be at home when I have delivery coming, and I like to be awake and have my pants on. So Amazon Logistics, bravo for delivering 3 days early, but can you please deliver when you say you're gonna deliver? I would very much appreciate. But anyway, this one came, so we got back into the pillows and blankets in the bed. I just sat there and looked through the book, and I'm gonna do the same with you. I'm gonna look through with you, give you a flip through very quickly, and decided on which page we're gonna color first, and I'm gonna show you. This is I think it's the American, yeah, it should be American. There's no British or whatever German money things going on. So I think this is the American print, and it's all about the myths. And I really liked the German print. We had really thick paper, so people said, I watched some videos, people said, oh, this is thicker paper, and this is actually just like the German version was, but of Anamorphia or Imagimorphia. But it has a tiny little bit more tooth, very minimal bit of more tooth. So that's actually totally awesome. And there's all different kinds of myths that go throughout Greek mythology, Roman, Nordic, Chinese. So there's lots and lots of myths in here. Still have to break the spine, but this is, by the way, the page that hubby and I are going to tackle first. It's the Kraken. And he already decided what he wants to color, so he's gonna color that part. I don't know the English word. That thing. So this week I'm still gonna work in my Polish coloring book, but next week we're gonna work in Mythomorphia. So yeah, there's less funny little creatures and tiny little monsters in this book as they were in Anamorphia and Imagimorphia. But I don't mind. I actually like that he changes up things from book to book to book to book. So the first one being funny creatures and animals. Second one being a bit more mechanic. And the third one now being myths and less of the doodly creatures. I really like it, so I can change up things, which means that I'm also going to change up materials from book to book to book to book. So Imagimorphia, I have any media goes, meaning color pencil, watercolor, acrylics, pastels. I just go random. From page to page. Did I skip one? No. In Anamorphia, I go with neo colors for the animals, acrylics for the background, and color pencil on top to have details. But in Imagimorphia, I'm using the polychromos, and in Anamorphia, I'm not. I'm using those very cheap grocery store colored pencils here. So that's how I change it up. And in this one here, I only want water solubles or watercolors, so meaning watercolor, neo colors, ink tents, and then have everything painted that way, and only have Daniel's little thing done with colored pencil. And I might use the cheap colored pencils here and there for a tiny little bit of detail or a super harsh shading. And I'm also gonna allow in some gel pen, especially when it comes to gold and silver and white. So any metals or white, I'm definitely gonna go with gel pens, but I want the major parts done with neo colors or watercolors or ink tents in this particular book, because I think he leaves enough room and space for me to do that. This is also a very cool one. This unicorn could be having a metal helmet there. And hubby's gonna color each page with me. He's gonna find some little thing in here that he wants to color. And I'm gonna color the rest. And one time I choose a page, and next time he chooses a page that we tackle next. And this is how we operate in all the Kirby Roseanne's books. So Nemorphia, Imagimorphia, and Mythomorphia. I don't have the others. So these were the doodle thingies I was talking about, or there are quite a few of them here. So this is more like Anamorphia almost. So that was the last page. And this is how we operate in Carrie Roseanne's books. One time I choose a page, the other time he does, and we always work on it together. So yeah, that's been that. I'm gonna go now. I have to set the table because it's already 4 p.m. and in about 2 hours my in-laws and Daniel's uncle and Tina are coming over and we're having game night and a lovely dinner. So I gotta set the table now. And then I gotta go cooking, but beforehand, I very, very, very quickly have to schedule Gamers Couch for tomorrow. So I'm gonna see you either, probably Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna probably film the next clip. See you then. It's Tuesday. I'm done with work. Easter weekend was great. Family was here and Tina was here over a couple of days. We've painted, we've played board games, we had a lot of fun. And today after work I did finish the family letters. I'm done. I have archived all of them and there's quite a bunch. See how packed this box is. And this one too, there's a bunch of letters. And now I'm gonna pass him over to my hubster and he's gonna build me a box for them. And I can then go on to the photos. So I'm gonna put you here. While I put the box together. Boxes, plural. And yeah, I'm really happy that I got all the letters done. I don't know how many these were. Shall we count them? Come on, I'm gonna count them quickly. Very quickly. I need a bit of a helper for every 10. I'm gonna make a mark there so that's just easier for me to count them all. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So marked 30, that means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 134 plus wedding cards and other things, so that's 106 for this. Wedding cards, there's about 10 in there, so it's 4. And then there's mail that I haven't archived because it's my brother's mail to my grandma and I don't read that. So that's 146 letters that I just archived. Yep. It's amazing. That's just the sheer volume is, yeah. Boggles my mind, folks. It boggles my mind. But I'm gonna go downstairs now and tell hubby what I like to have as a box. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday. I'm off to a good start. I had a coffee, I had my juice, I'm having a tea next to me, so yay. And I'm currently prepping to record Draw for Initiative. So I have 2 paintings to do today before Tina comes over, and if I can, I should be able to edit before she comes over so that we can then do the voiceover work
and recording intros today. That would be totally awesome. So I'm trying to get that done. I know what I want to paint. I just have to paint the paintings. There's 2 games. Should be doable. It's 1 p.m. I think, or between noon and 1 p.m. So should be fine. And I hope I'm successful. I really hope. So far, the week is good. I did... Why are you shaking? Hold it. There we go. You're still shaking. Why are you? I don't know. The week has been good so far. And I've been working quite a bit on my family letter thing project. Yesterday was Wednesday, and besides housework, food shopping, and dinner, we had date night, and we've been playing Arkham Horror, the card game. It just got delivered yesterday, so we played the tutorial round, and I'm really curious how it plays with 4 people with 2 sets of the game, which we bought. So that was a lot of fun. And I've also been reading quite a bit. So yesterday I did not go to the studio in color or whatever. So I'm not sure if I can make a 3rd page in my coloring book this week. I just have 2 so far. But I will show you at the end of the video how far I got. So I'm gonna go paint now. I have tons of podcasts to listen to while I'm painting. And I'm really in a good mood, so I should have maybe a bit more of a light swing while painting. And I will see you later.
So I've been talking to you earlier today, and I have finished what I set out to do, meaning I did paint both Draw for Initiative paintings. I edited both videos, including photos for blog posts and stuff like that. Tina was here and we did voice over both videos, and we recorded both intros, and I just uploaded both videos to YouTube, and I'm gonna schedule them tomorrow. So it's actually past midnight, and I've been working pretty much all day on Draw for Initiative, and yeah. So I also just started editing this vlog here, and I thought, it's not really a lot of information that I give you so far, and that is because I took a lot of time this week to work on anything that has to do with my research for ancestry. And a couple of weeks ago, I told you that I would record videos for that project separately, and I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with the project. Am I gonna have kind of a documentary or a super long blah vlog, whatever, or if it's just for me? I haven't decided that yet, but I've been recording Easter Monday for 12 hours. I've been recording for that. I'm gonna just call it documentary because it's a documentary whether I'm going to publish or not. It's documentation of that research, the work that I do there, and the time that I spend on it. So I've been working on that for 12 hours on Monday. And then I've been working on that Tuesday night, super late. And it's just a lot of hours that I spend on that project this week, which you're not gonna see in this vlog because I got 15 hours of video footage for the other project. And I don't want to have everything double, and some things is just recording, and it's gonna be on the cutting room floor in the end probably. But anyway, it took a lot of time this week to move forward with that, and I so badly wanted to have the letters done, and have all of the letters sent to my aunt, my mom, and my brother. Because I said, I told them, I'm probably done around Easter, so yay, I was correct with my prediction. But I wanted that to be done so that I could move forward to the one thing that I was kind of itching to do, which is looking at the photos. And I have prepared for so long, or at least it feels like so long. I bought the gloves and the tweezers and all of the things that I need to have to be able to look at those photos and work with the photos and touch the photos and stuff like that. And then they were just sitting there because, well, I wanted to have the other thing done first. I hate having unfinished projects and even sub-parts of something. I need, or I like to have something done and finished, a section of a project, before I move on to something else. I hate unfinished projects. It weirds me out. It makes me so uncomfortable. So would I have looked and worked with the photos before finishing the letters, I would have gone mad. That's just, it's just yeah. Slightly OCD maybe, I don't know. It's just how my brain works, folks. So that was what I spent a lot of time with and for. And yesterday, so Wednesday, I've been reading a lot, I said earlier. I've been actually reading one of the books that is about, well, data and, oh, God. Hui! I shouldn't record this late if I'm getting kind of tired, but I wanted to have that done too. It's an unfinished project again. So it's a book that is, for one, stories of people that were there, and also just plain statistics and data of people that were expelled from their country after World War II, which is like half of my family. So understanding what did go on and what happened in people's minds and what maybe made conversation between different parties in the family kind of difficult at that time around. And maybe led to over 40 years of non-communication. I wanted to learn, so I'm also reading up. I showed you, I think I did show you, or did I just record it for the documentary? I don't know, but I have a ton of books that I bought just around that topic. World War I, World War II, and the circus. Because these are the three big points where I can anchor important movements within my family of that time. So I need to learn a bit more background. So I've been reading a lot on Wednesday after date night. And that is also something that I don't record. Hence the vlog was, before I started this talking clip, 15 minutes. Plus the 2 or 3 minutes of artwork that I'm always gonna have in time-lapse, because I don't want you to look at 6 hours of footage of me coloring or painting or doing whatever. So I will always have that time lapse, but that is a very important part that I, not every week, but once in a while, I need to have excessive time to be spent on that. Usually I spend one day a week on that project for like 6 to 10 hours, but this week it's been more in the counts of 25 or 30 hours that I've been spending on that, and it felt really good to finally look through the albums, and I did tear up a bit because it's just so many memories. So what I also did, and what I have here on my desk, is these 2 folders that I'm just gonna finish now. I didn't have enough of the dividers anymore, so yesterday we went food shopping and I bought some more dividers for the two files that I have. They're pretty much a copy of each other for now. That's all the letters that I have, and I printed them twice. One, this big one here, is my working copy, and this is the copy for when I'm 100% sure that I have exactly the correct data. Then I'm just gonna print things and put them in here, and this is kind of like a family tree book, so that I do not only have it on the computer on a program, but it's actually printed, and I can show it to people. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I can show it to people or send it to somebody if I so desire, or if things should come up. So it's this is the next thing that I actually have to work on this here. These are prints of like a person register kind of thing, so that I can have every person that I come across be documented and then search from there and cross-reference and stuff. And that's what I have to do with the working copy. I'm gonna go through all of these letters and also the notes that are already made in a book. I can actually show you very quickly. I got some time, folks. Hold on. Come here, bud. Come here. There you go. So I use this notebook to scribble ideas or thoughts or something while I was working on the letters. I did scribble some. And there's this is what I'm also going to do. I'm going to put information in here when I'm working with the photos and I'm just having a thought, just to put it down somewhere so that I don't forget it. And to cross-reference everything and have everything kind of like in a database, I'm having this analog, non-digital kind of thing, and I have a refined kind of a thing in a program that is actually for ancestry work and that I'm working with. But what I'm gonna do tonight is kind of like, I was thinking, am I gonna color another page? But I don't feel like working for another 5 hours here. It's just probably like an hour or something that I'm gonna spend, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Because tomorrow I have a shitload of things to do. One of them being, I have to schedule and finish editing for this vlog. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So I decided I'm not going to color some more tonight. That's one project for tomorrow. Because tomorrow's Friday and there's the maker meetup, and I have to prepare for upcoming art days and stuff. Gosh, my nose is killing me. So, So I decided I'm not gonna color for hours tonight. I'm just gonna put in the dividers and call it a week then, and be totally okay with, well, me not having tons and tons of footage. But I think it's very important for me, and I hope you understand, that I don't always only have behind the scenes footage, things going on that might be interesting for you to watch, but also to spend time in not throwing things away, but spending time with what I need to do for this research, because this is, aside from my weekly work, things that you see, this is a project, like I said, that I'm filming and filming and filming for, and that I'm trying to find out things and research things and move forward, and it takes a lot of time. And I want to spend the appropriate amount of time for that. I want to have that time. So naturally, I'm losing time to maybe color another page or make an art journal page or try something totally cool or show you sketches or do a project with you that is not within my shows that I'm having on a weekly basis, but it's kind of like free time that I'm using there, and I don't feel bad about that, but it's a heck a lot of hours that I'm spending there that I usually spend or that I would have spent very differently before I started that project. And that's, by the way, 1.5 years ago I started this project. 1.5 years ago I inherited those letters, and ever since they've been taking my leisure time away, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I actually enjoy digging in my family history a lot because it closes a couple of gaps that I do have in my knowledge of just facts or in my memory. And funny, the project jostled a lot of memories, a lot of teeny tiny details, a lot of and not just stories, but I did start to remember the voice of my grandma again, which is totally awesome. I remember certain smells, certain tastes, and I remember even more stories that she told me than maybe half a year ago. It's just hold on, that's yeah, there was supposed to be a divider. It's just, it feels like, yeah, this project really just jostled my memory and woke up things that I definitely did remember, but they were just buried, those memories, or maybe not as crisp. Some things is really that I did remember before, but the memory was kind of blurry. It wasn't crisp, especially when it comes to sounds and tastes. My memories are really sharpened just by thinking about things over and over and over again, or being reminded over and over again, because I've been spending so much time doing the research. And sometimes it's kind of frustrating because, I would have loved to have had the internet way earlier, back when my grandma was still alive, and not only the internet being there, but with the kind of databases and stuff that are there now, the kind of information. It's been, people have been working on putting information together in databases and stuff over the last, let's say 15 years. So 15 years ago, I would have loved to have had the recruitment lists of the German army in World War I, because then I would have found people that, she or my grandpa have been looking for. So now I found them. And I wish I could have had the time to have done that with her, instead of inheriting her memorabilia and, now only going with memory and the data that is there. I would have loved to have her memory, her as a person talking next to me, and I could ask, okay, so how many siblings did my grandpa have? Do you know? Because there's some mysteries that I came across this week when I looked through the photos, and the notes on the photos like, how many siblings did he have? How many with the same name, maybe? It's, yeah. I did all the things, I can put them away. But that is, yeah, it's weird this week. I've been thinking a lot about that. And it, of course, took away time from other creative work, but I think that for one, it's definitely totally okay that I spent that time because I want to do that. But yeah, sometimes I need to spend more than one day, and then the vlogs are really short because I don't have time to do anything else or anything meaningful. So yeah, that's that. Just wanted to tell you that, and that I said it very short, and maybe you've been able to read my face, but it was really, I was really touched, and I don't want to say grieving, but kind of grieving on Tuesday night when I finished the last letter. It's like, yeah, I know I'm gonna read through them again and again and again, so I don't say I'm really grieving, but it's like just like the melancholy that you have when you finish one of those significant projects or sub projects. It's like, I gotta let go, so I gotta let them go now. And there's two, especially two, or among all of the connections, there's two of them that I bonded with so deeply, so very, very deeply, and letting them go, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna revisit because there's tons of questions that I have, and maybe I can convince authorities or public institutions to help me out maybe a tiny little bit with finding a tiny bit more data. But I think what makes these connections so deep and so real is that the letters that they wrote are so real and so blunt and honest, and they are over, let me think, 7 or 8 years for the one connection, and the other one's over 30 years. So you kind of grow old with those people, you know, and they really share their thoughts. There's no dilly-dally in the letters. There's no, oh, we're totally fine, there's no shit going on here. No, they really write what's going on, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you feel with them. And yeah, after 30 years, you kind of grow old with them. So yeah. Anyway, it's been kind of touchy-feely, and yeah, just on my mind a lot this week. And I've, like I said, for 100 million times now, I've spent so many hours with them this week that there was not a lot of space for anything else. Not only time-wise, but also thought-wise, mindset-wise. Because I have to be in the mood to sketch. I have to be in the mood to color. I'm just not doing, especially for sketching and coloring, it's not only to do the work to exercise or train the skill, but it's also just to relax and to have fun and to enjoy, because that is also, yeah, it's part of the job and yeah, it's part of leisure time, but you know, for other things, I just can exercise the skill and maybe not be in the mood, and that's totally fine. But for these things, I want to be in the mood as well. And I wasn't a lot this week. I've been, like I said, I've been spending tons of hours in the past in another time frame on the other project that is pretty important. However, I'm definitely looking forward to start Mythomorphia tomorrow, because Hobby and I are going to color together, which is totally awesome. So it's not going to be every day that I'm the looking into the past, doing detective work there and maybe being a bit gloomy. But yeah, I just wanted to, well, tell you a bit more about why this week was not spend doing too much artwork, but maybe focusing a bit on, well, ancestry. Anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog. I've definitely talked enough now. It's how many minutes? 25. Oh yeah, great. It's again one of those 50 minutes vlogs. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, I totally forgot. Here's my coloring and my sketch and an art journal page that I did, which was for the April challenge of the journal workshops. And now I go and edit all of that. Take care, folks. Bye. But one thing that I have to do before I go, I have to tease Gamers Couch. We are going to talk about Android infiltration. And I'm yawning, and that's awful. Again, we're talking Android infiltration. So if you want, if you're interested, join us on Gamers Couch on Sunday. And you find out all about that game and what Hubby and I think about it. And I'm going to be back on Monday with Art Day. The Monday video is going to be a smidge longer than usual. But that's pretty much all I could cut. That's the shortest version of the video that I could do. And next week, well, it's gonna be coloring Mythomorphia and doing artwork and doing game night on Wednesday and date night and all the things. So yeah, enjoy, have fun, folks, and thanks for watching. As per usual, like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna see you, and if you have questions or comments, comment section is available for you. Let me know what you think. Bye, bye, bye. Take good care. Happy weekend. And thanks for enduring the ramble. Bye.